Here we presents the top 5 best balance bikes. Starting at number 5, Strider, Youth 16. The Strider is one of the more unique balance bikes out there at this time. The Strider Youth Balance Bike is intended for children 6 years and up. This one is so large that anybody up to the age of 16 can fit on it. Any person up to 187 pounds can comfortably use the Strider Youth Balance Bike, which is a little different, we must admit. If you have a child that is late out of the gate and needs to learn to ride a bike at an older age, the Strider Youth Balance Bike might be a good beginner option. Most balance bikes will not be big enough for a 10-year-old child, let alone a 16-year-old, but this one certainly is. Speaking of the pedals, of course, the Strider Youth Balance Bike does not have any. Still, it does have footrests in the shape of pedals, allowing your child to get accustomed to having pedals on the bike, and at the same time, it will enable them to practice their balance by getting their feet off the ground. The Strider Youth Balance Bike comes with inflatable pneumatic tires. They are fantastic for providing a good grip on the ground, plus they can absorb some shock and impact too. The downside is that you need to pump them up on occasion, but that's no big deal. Since the Strider Youth Balance Bike closely resembles an adult bike, it will require some assembly, more than most other models. Now, that being said, it's still not all that hard or time-consuming to put this model together. For more information and price, check out the product links in description. At number 4, FirstBIKE Cross Balance Bike. The FirstBIKE Cross Balance Bike is a unique balance bike option to consider, but being unique does not make it a bad thing. It just has a couple of features that we have not seen on other models up until now. First off, they made the frame itself out of solid materials. The unique way it is built means that it is incredibly lightweight, flexible, and durable. It can flex, which is great for absorbing shocks and impact, yet it will never flex so far as to break. The fact that this frame is lightweight, durable, and flexible all in one is a big bonus indeed. When it comes to comfort, the FirstBIKE Cross Balance Bike has lots of that too. The handlebar grips are well padded with rubber, so that your child's fingers are always comfy, plus they help to provide an excellent non-slip gripping surface too. The wheels on the FirstBIKE Cross Balance Bike are inflatable pneumatic tires. We do like these, because they allow for great traction on the ground and shock absorption. They do need to be pumped up now and then. For all of you parents out there, don't worry about assembly, because that is done in a heartbeat. There are only a few parts to put together, which you can do in a matter of minutes. Halfway of my listed number 3, Chicco Red Bullet. This particular balance bike is a good mix between the first 3 options we looked at and the number 4 option. The Chicco Red Bullet Balance Training Bike is intended for children between the ages of 3 and 7 or 8, depending on how fast your child grows. In other words, it is a little bigger than the first 3 options, but also a little smaller than the number 4 option. However, even though the Chicco Red Bullet Balance Training Bike is very lightweight, it is still more than durable enough to stand up to anything that your child might place in its way. Falling will certainly not break this bike, which is a big deal for destructive little boys who can't ride bikes too well. Kids grow fast, so this is a handy feature. What is helpful is the integrated footrest where the pedals would usually be. This footrest is ideal for teaching your child to balance and ride a bike without having their feet placed on the ground. The Chicco Red Bullet Balance Training Bike tires are ideal for small kids, especially for indoor riding. They are solid, hard, and puncture-proof. So, while they don't provide the best grip or shock absorption, they don't require any pumping, and they will never pop. In terms of comfort, the Chicco Red Bullet Balance Training Bike comes with a well-padded seat and soft handlebar grips, so your child can ride all day long without getting uncomfortable. For more information and price, check out the product links in description. Coming in at number 2, Cruzee Ultralite Air. Our number 3 is the Cruzee Ultralite Balance Bike. As you might tell from its name, its number 1 selling feature is that it is incredibly lightweight. The whole thing comes in at only 4.8 pounds, making it one of the lightest, if not the most lightweight, balance bike on the market today. This is pretty helpful for a couple of reasons. First off, it is easier for your kids to balance and use their legs to stay upright when there is less weight involved. Second, if your child does fall, at least there is not a huge and heavy frame coming down on them. It features low-profile bolts, so there are none of those shots to the ankles. They padded both the handlebar grips and the seat for comfort. The rounded frame edges ensure that there is nothing pointy that can injure your child, which is essential, no doubt. Furthermore, with the Cruzee Ultralite Balance bike, you get footrests to help your child get the hang of biking without their feet being on the ground. We do like that the wheels are puncture-proof on this model. However, they are pretty hard and don't do a fantastic job at absorbing jolts and bumps, but they won't ever go flat, and they don't require any pumping either. And number 1. Strider 12 Classic. This is a very interesting bike which is invented by Ryan McFarland, and its birthplace is the US. Smallest of the toddlers can even ride this bike. The attractive metallic body of this bike can be ridden from an 18-month-old toddler to 5-year-old babies. As you know, Balance bike has no pedals. Price varies from $80 to $170. I would say they got quality to offer that price. Strider Balance bike has so many strengths in its business. It doesn't matter you buy a low-priced bike or a high-priced one, you do not have to worry about its quality. Though it can be a little bit uncomfortable for some people, I would suggest not to worry. The technology and the framework Strider uses help to get your best balance bikes. From my point of view, I find Strider Balance bikes quite perfect. If I consider the drawbacks, it actually varies. Some parents find a wooden balance bike safer than a Strider Balance bike. If you go through the other reviews of the best balance bike, it will be easier for you to make a decision. The comfortability of your kid is what it matters. I have included these product link in the description. You can check out this link for more information and latest price. Thank you for watching this video. Please hit the like button, share with your friends, and be sure to subscribe.